Hello everyone, welcome to new video. Today's topic is I feel like very isolated from Turkey and sometimes I feel like I don't belong to Turkey. I think the culture is very different from each other, The culture you have born declares your destiny whether you like or not. If the country is collapsing economically and the other reasons, you have no right to choose wherever you want to go, wherever you want to live. That things makes my life very very sad. Unfortunately, I'm just getting older and sometimes I was just assuming when I will go to the death, when I will go to the behind of the world. Whenever I think about these ideas, it feels very different. Everybody will gonna die one day, but some people will have just realized their dreams while some of them cannot. Sometimes I think the life is a short time of period. That's the reason why we are just counting as a competition. There's a great level of competition. If you go to the very skilled cities or the very famous cities, maybe the vivid cities, for example Shanghai, Tokyo, Berlin, you will see the people there walking through very fast and they're just running on the streets and they're just trying to go somewhere else. But whenever I check on my life, while my solution, my existence, I cannot find any solution. Most of the people in their lives, they are living existential crisis. But as a man, life is really hard. If you are a girl, life is really easy for you. You can find someone rich. But I want to talk with the man. If you are a man, the society will going to expel you, and they are waiting you to work from morning to night, and they are giving you meanings. If you don't work, you will be the error, you will be the fault, you will be the guilt for the system. Some people trying to obey the system while some not. If you are trying to be part of the system, it's better. If not, you need to struggle all around the day, all around the hours. I wish I had been sitting in a chair and just thinking like the country is boomed and the country is going better. But it is not the way. The country is collapsing and some people can live better lives, some of them not. The secularity is really shit, some people very angry at the outsides. While people are going crazy if they can lose something in their lives. And some people living very bad lives like me. So when you are just trying to keep your mind strong, it's really tough. You want to go to another country and people don't want the Turks. They say you are just belong to Middle East. We just give you the very developed country to you. We are not going to serve you. You are a worker. If you go to somewhere else from very low class country, like the third class countries, like India, like maybe Nepal, Thai, to go to Japan, Australia, you will be a worker there and maybe you have a better life. Maybe you will assume like that. If I find someone rich from there, I would probably get married with her and live my best life there. So mostly I'm asking myself why I'm living here. There are a lot of women and they are wearing hijabs and I will defend the secularism. I don't care whether they whether they are wear hijab or not. But I really don't want to live in Muslim countries. Life is really tough for me. When you are living in Muslim countries, they are just just they are obeying the system, they are going and coming their jobs, and they are not trying to question about whether their position is good or not. But mostly I'm questioning, like, if you don't like your life, why you are just trying to continue on it? Probably you have to, because there is no another thing to do. When you are just coming back to home, maybe you are unhappy, but you are trying to come back home again and again and again, because you have nowhere to go. If you don't have enough famous, you have to leave the some places who are very bad people. If you are living in a low class neighborhoods, people are just trying to make funny with you. So it's really shit. When things are happening, I feel very bad. I'm at the park and it makes me very unhappy. So sometimes I'm thinking, like, whether having friends make your life better or not. But every country has a different level of people. The neighbors are so different. The same neighbors have better people, but at the same neighbors at the same time. Meanwhile, some neighborhoods have bad people. It's a change country to country. If you go to states, states have better bad people. Everybody is bad there because it's the managing by the capitalism, like Turkey, and just people trying to make more money there in order to live better places. If you don't want to live at better places, so your life will going to be tough, because everybody is trying to buy the car, like buy a house and just retirement. And while I'm just recording videos, I wish I had always just go to the clubs, bars, and just enjoy and to hang out with the girls. But I couldn't do that, and just recording videos. I have always wanted to go to the Philippines and other countries. Maybe Nemo Cho is a very better girl I have ever seen. She started OnlyFans and she started living the best of their life, and just she's introducing to something cheese to new people at the Singapore airport. Where the life is going to better. She's a very beautiful girl and she started OnlyFans for the money. My Instagram account was banned and I feel very unlucky. Also my WhatsApp banned. The only thing is I'm holding is YouTube. As much as I can, I will record the videos. Why? Because I want to change my location. I know maybe you are somewhere away from the world. Maybe you think like your life is really shit like me. So maybe you are working at the McDonald's or Burger King and your boss is yelling at you every day and you want to get out from your job. Maybe you want to resign or you want to quit. But these things aren't really easy peasy. When you are thinking about God, when you are thinking about other things, all the people just trying to sell the God and their opinions. Is there a God or not? Well, everybody's like about this stuff, this shits every day, and you're making money on it. If you're asking my questions, there's a God and it's okay. But the God isn't managing the world. The God is very isolated from the world. Maybe he created us, but he's not managing us. Everybody's trying to be a good person, I think it's really shit, Being a good person means you are obeying the system. When you are just trying to disobey the system, people will going to punish. I don't give a shit about it, I'm checking the people, they are walking around, they are walking through it, and some people just smoking, and some people just driving a car, and some people just trying the best of their lives. If your life is really shit like me and you're trying to be different, am I belong to Turkey if you're asking not? I asked this question many times for myself and I'm replying it. I feel nothing to Turkey or Middle East. Well, if you are living in the Middle East and older developed countries seeing you as a threat and low level education and low level development level, but not they are speaking the other 5 or plus languages. But your ideas are very temporary. I was just thinking about Elif Shafak. She went to London. London maybe seeing the Turks as a, how can I say, slave still, but because there's historical evidence, maybe a lot. And then Elif Shafak really impressed me, and I really read her books. But she's just trying to sell the soul-based things, that there's a soul at everyone, and they are trying their best, and we need to keep our soul alive, like blah blah, etc. The things like Osho. People like to hear the things what they make them very believer or make them happier. But I think these things are very wrong. We need to split the truth. If someone trying to sell a knowledge on the internet, like, or he or she thinks himself as a philosopher, or some people just think themselves as a prompt, and some people think themselves as a leader and prompt religion things, and maybe the papas, maybe the hoja, and there are a lot of meanings on it. But all the people are trying to make money based on religion and based on the culture, democracy, or maybe policy. People trying to do the policies in order to get money. If you're asking my opinion, life is not very good for me here. Whenever I came here trying to make YouTube videos here, just watching the screen, watching camera, and just trying to sit at the park, life is really being shit for me. I feel like I'm not enjoying my own life. Like, the Spinoza mentioned that everything's come from our maybe poison, not the poison, maybe, or desires. Well, I have a lot of desires, what I cannot meet yet. People have a lot of desires, right? People want to change their location, go to clubs, go to bars, live better lives, buying that cars. When you're just going to that, I feel like I have a very, very bad life. After my Instagram account got banned, I understood that, like, you need to work with the media, and you need to have your own community. If you don't have your own community, life is really bad for you. Mostly my community is coming from the people, maybe very poor level, but they are just trying to asking questions about the life, etc. If you have a low level money, or if you are at the bottom class or middle class, probably the idea of existentialism is really good for you, because you need to try something and you need to be alive. People have their own cars, they are going through, they are committing the job, maybe they are happy, maybe not. When you are just altering day by day, you are vanishing, and the society see you as a threat. Older people I have ever seen, they know everything about the life and people, because when they are getting older, they understood everything. Like, when you're a child, you are trying to ask questions, what is it, what is this? And then when you are just getting older, maybe 16s or 20s, you are trying to ask questions about God. When you get to 25s, you are trying to shit about the life, trying to be existential crisis. When you get to 30s, you are trying to find a partner. When you get to 40s, and you are making preparation for other world. When you get 50s, and you are trying to write a book about the life, because you cannot come back again here. The videos are very better, like, when you are thinking about your own existential crisis, people do not care about you, and you are alone in this universe. When you are being alone and you are trying to do something good, it's really helpful, but really, really tough. When I was at the university, my life was so shit, like, I was eating the shitty stuff, the shitty meals. I was trying to buy a phone, I couldn't, I have a debt. And some people trying, like, your life is better than mine. No way, my life is really shit. When you are living in a very low location and very, very small city like the village, it feels very angry for me. Sometimes I not belong to Turkey because like this culture is very conservative. That's the reason why it's I not belong it. You know, I really aspire to go to another country, being a cashier. For example, I wish I have always wanted to go to the Japan, maybe Osaka, being a cashier there, working at 7-Eleven was my dream, but it didn't happen till yet. So I was just trying to governments. They are trying to find some people, and they need to be example for the societies. I don't want to get it, brother. I am not a really good example. I don't want. I want to drink alcohols. I want to go to bars, clubs, and enjoy life. But it couldn't happen all my entire life. I have always struggled with the poorness, and when I see the people on the screen or on the books, they are trying the best of their lives, and I was always envy of them. They are really boasting, and when the country is getting a good position, you don't have to live in a bad side of the city. If you have a low level education, maybe if you don't have any connections, and you need to leave the city, which is very, very dark, and the inflation is like a skyrocket here, and the inflation is getting higher, and nobody's trying to do something here, and government is trying to boom the salaries, and they're trying their best. Like at Saudi, they are saying the same story every day. I really get bored of it. And the working hours is really shitty pity. Like, you know, do you like to work 10 hours in a day, maybe 9 hours, going to job, coming to job? I was just saving money for gold, and I really thought maybe I can go to Japan to the language school. Maybe I need it. I have always wanted to go to the Shinjuku and the language school there, and meeting new friends, maybe staying there, getting married there, and not come back to Turkey again. But it didn't happen because of the money. If you don't have money, if you don't have enough connections, life is really tough for you, and it's really rough. When you are just trying to do something in your life, your time is very limited. When you are going to job, your time is getting less, mostly in your job. So people trying to ask these questions. If I am just spending my whole entire life at my fucking job, what I can do either, etc. Or you can open a YouTube channel, but you don't forget your channels can be closed either. And when there's a policy or someone can complain about your fucking stuff, etc. But I think YouTube just giving a better solution for the people. Not all the contents belongs to all the societies. Like, you know, there are a lot of Muslim people. They are just trying to spread their beliefs. Everybody should be Muslim. But some of them just spreading, I don't want to be Muslim. Okay, what should YouTube do? Just closing all the channels who are just saying I don't want to be Muslim? Okay, if they do that, probably or at that the Muslim people will going to fight with each other because there won't be any rival. Like, they will finish each other in a short of period of time. I wish it will be better. Like, people are trying to ask these questions, like, you know, if you are living in an underdeveloped country, they are just debating whether there's a God or not. And sometimes this question is just circling all around the day. When I'm opening the YouTube channel, I just see the same faces, same stuffs every day. People just trying to be happy, and they are making a rule. And some people just defending, oh, there's an attack for humanity. They are defending their best of their lives, and they are trying to talking about, you know, if you want to be talker, if you want to be a teacher, you need to talk a lot to the students, and you need to make them believe on an idea. And it's your job, you as a teller. If you're a politician, it's really bad for you. You need to say lies every day, and they need to just they need to believe in you. If they don't believe in you, they will quit to believe in your fucking party, and they will start to find another party. You know, if the country collapses with its leader, it cannot be turned down again. Like, you know, all the ideas that with their leaders. And for example, like talk about the South Korea or North Korea, people believe in something, people trying to be Similar with the president of the country, and then when the president get die, when the president get passed away from this world, people trying to stop believing their president, and they are trying to find another president. They are trying to believe on their stuffs, etc. If I be a president, probably people will going to believe in me, and people going to just respect me, whatever I wear, whatever I say, and they will think everything truth for what the words just splitting from my mouth. Well, every mouth, every ears, everything is temporary in this universe. I wish I had more time just writing the books, but I'm just committing a job which I cannot very passionate. You know, if I want to find a passion job, probably I will go to the Shinjuku, hang out with the girls. Is my best job, is my best energy I have ever seen. You know, people here just they are asking questions, and the Turkish society and just they are here and they are going their jobs, and they are buying luxury cars, and they are trying to exist. Everything is a show off culture here, and I don't have any idea why they are doing show off, and they're blaming each other all around today, all around the years, and etc. When I was a child, I really wanted to go to Japan. I know I'm saying this idea 16, 20, or 100 times or 1,000 times, but there is nothing to do about it. Why I just open a channel? I opened this channel just contact with you, talking about the philosophy, talking about sociology, and just also trying to my chance in order to get out from this country. Everybody wants to get out from their country, right? Is it true? Yeah. If you have money, if you can go out. If you don't have money, it's really shit. You need to stay here, maybe just getting to 100k subscribers or 1,000 subscribers or maybe 10,000 subscribers is better. Because if you have a voice, people will going to respect you. If you don't have any voice, probably people will lose respect about you. Everything in this universe is temporary, and there are some people trying the best, and while some of them cannot. Being a bad person is not a bad idea, you know. Whenever I see the people, they are coming at the parks, they are living in a very small place. Every park is very full, and everybody is trying to sit at the park, and they are trying to do something. That's really shit, you know. Sometimes I'm asking myself, even I don't believe anything about Turkey or my country, why I'm still trying to live here? It's a good question, as I mentioned, that the money can allow you anything, and you can buy luxury clothes, you can buy luxury items, luxury jets, and you can try to make your own community, and you can get out from your shitty job. Well, the shitty job means if you are living in Germany, it's better, you have more solutions. At Germany, it's better, you can also do the Ausbildung or something else, but if you are living in third class country, people trying to make you more distance, people putting distance to you. I have always wanted to live in Japan, but my dream isn't fulfilled. I'm trying to make YouTube videos here, you know, for my dream. Everybody has a dream, right? Everybody has a different dream. So people trying their best in order to reach their dreams. Well, nothing to do. But at the end I want to say something like, you know, I really don't feel like the Turkish anymore. Why? Because like Elif Shafak, like other author says, the country isn't developed a lot, you know, when you go to another country you are trying to understand. This country only has a God, and they are trying to believe on it every fucking single day, and they think that it's a very truth, and they will go to the heaven after that. So you cannot talk about anything to this society. You can only make YouTube videos. If someone from a developed country see your struggles, wants to give you a hand, you can get out. If not, you will suffer all your entire life, and there will be a very great archive on the YouTube anymore. I don't want to be a part of this archive anymore, right? You know, if you just want to give me a hand, you can just rescue me for me for you can rescue me from just being a part of history here. Yeah, there's nothing to do, and the one thing is continue. If you guys give me a donation, and I can make a lot of special videos for you, and I can just read your names before the video starts, because I am really poor. I'm just my life is just depends on you. Therefore, if you want to give me a donation, you need to contact with me, and it's better because I am living here, and if the life is a shit, you guys need to support me. So if you guys support me, I feel better, and I can make special videos for you. Maybe 1,000 Turkish lira is good. Like, you know, if you give me 1,000 Turkish lira, I will say your name at the full and your name and your profile. Maybe it's some like advertisement, and I will just say 1,000 Turkish lira you have donate, and your name will be there as a logo all the video, and I will say you thank you. But if you guys need to give 1,000 Turkish lira for this kind of videos, because it's not easy peasy like for every time. I'm really rely on your donations, brother. So just support me. In my life is really shit here, and I really want to start new life in Japan. I want to be free. I don't want to get controlled, because I really hate my life, and I have nothing to lose here. The only lose my accounts. You cannot take everything from me. You can only take my account. But I hope YouTube won't allow you to do that. Instagram and Facebook depends on government, while YouTube a bit of free. And I like free. I like to be free. I like freedom. Therefore, I want to go to Japan or Germany. Thank you for watching me till now. If you give me a subscription, I will be very happy, because my dream is going to Japan. If you give me a subscription, my life will be realized. I will put it realized very soon. Everything is based on your ideas and based on subscription. Don't forget it. If you are subscribing me, you are just trying to give me a hand for my dream. See you on the next video.